Hi, Michael Carr, Simplifymyretirement.life, license 2630482. Please see my disclaimer video. Today I'm going to talk about the great wealth transfer. $100 trillion changing hands over the next 20 years. I did a video on the rise and fall of the Main Street Advisor, and the statistics show they're not really going to be part of this. So if you're still working with them, maybe you want to watch the rest of my videos or just read up and research on your own. But the world has changed. In 10 years, my opinion is there will be no fee advisors on Main Street. All those little buildings will be sold to dentists. And the reason why has started with the dot-com bubble when people started trading online, the zero fees, all these types of things, and then the rise of Robinhood and iBroker, companies like that. It's a huge shift of what they're calling self-directed capital. People are taking charge of their own investing. 360 billion has already moved to Robinhood. 27.6 million accounts. iBroker, much more sophisticated investors, only 5 million accounts, but $871 billion in assets. People are refusing to pay fees. Paying fees is kind of like having a partner. Can you afford to have a partner in your retirement? This is everything I talk about, preparing people for retirement, showing them the modern ways to retire. If you're a farmer, you had all these planting mechanical things, tools, tractors, planting, and all that. When it comes to harvesting, you shift. You use different tools. You have a different goal in mind. Your goal is to minimize expense and risk, but you also don't understand the financial markets, so you go to a Main Street advisor when you're accumulating. They have no products, very few products. They aren't focused on spending your money. They don't have the security, leverage, guarantees by contract that the insurance side has. Insurance companies are built for spending your money. You can get more value than you put in, and people are learning that. 46% of financial advisors feel threatened because I saw a statistic 81% of heirs are firing their parents' financial advisors when they inherit because they can't understand paying $10,000. Well, more like 20. The average fee is about 2%, so $20,000 just for a company to hold your $1 million in their account. Are they actively managing it? I don't know. You have to look at these things. There are wrap accounts out there that charge people a standard fee. Wrap accounts are for people that trade a lot. If you trade a lot, it gives you a good deal. You don't have to pay for each individual trade. It's like, coupons or something. But most people are buy and hold investors. They're paying a wrap fee for little or nothing because they haven't bought or sold. Only their manager buys and sells. And they shouldn't be doing that so much they'd need a discount. So there are things that you don't understand that are going on. Billions of dollars are moving over the last 12 months. Around 70 billion went into platforms for self-directed investing, right? 17.7 billion in a single quarter, 31% annualized growth rate. People are understanding that 2% fee takes 2% away from your returns, and maybe you should be comparing what you can do. And I believe the zero fee reality started in 2019. You now have robo-advisors out there that you can talk to. Instead of having somebody make a recommendation, ask a question and get all of the recommendations and then do a little research. It's not that hard. The industry has told you it's too complex to do yourself. Well, reality, people leaving their advisors is proving that it's not too hard. Robinhood has a gold membership that costs $5 a month. That's a lot less than 2% annually. I'm not saying one is better or worse for you. It depends on where you are. But if you're approaching retirement or in retirement, I can show you the mathematical advantages of being in an area, a program that specializes in spending your money. I'll say it again, this is not a problem with your advisor. This is a problem with your advisor's system, the structure that he's inside, that I used to be inside when I was with Prudential, that I got out of, because there's no reason for me to charge people fees. I am the harvesting machine that you're looking for after you've gone through your accumulation cycle. Get rid of all those fees, get rid of the pesticides and herbicides. Those are the equivalent of management fees in my mind. Shed all those things, spend your money, be the only one that spends your money. Find out what all this modern technique is about. The world changed in 1995. Maybe you should find out how. See if it'll improve your life. I think it will. Talk soon. 715-218-9197. Have a great day.